It is a ticket debacle that shows no sign of ending. As here on Fog Football today, 23rd of August 2024, Friday. Boom. Are you ready for the season? Or the weekend, sorry. The season's begun if you haven't been already aware. But it's an update on the Rangers Celtic ticket spat. And apparently there's a document that shows Rangers have applied the Glasgow City Council for permission to install Celtic fans' safety nets. Oh, yeah, this one's going to be feisty. Alright, this one is going to be feisty. But of course, you know, when Celtic were expected to rock up to Ibrox, it is a fair bit away. It's 4 months until Hoops fans would be there. Alright, guys, so, you know, it's quite far away. But they actually applied this week. Now, it's a development which should put to rest a major part of the wrangling between the two Glasgow Giants over the return of away fans for this fixture. So, I mean, I've seen a lot of Rangers fans on Twitter say, like, oh, this proves it's a Celtic thing, it's not a Rangers thing. The end of the day is, Rangers applied for this, on the 19th, right? And with that, what happened there, the announcement that there'd be no Old Firm fans happened before that. So, you know, I think anyone with eyes can see that Rangers have put this safety motion through after everything's already went through in terms of no fans. But in the same way, here, can they not be like, alright, you've applied for a safety net at Ibrox for the game between Celtic and Rangers, so we will give the fans back. Who knows, but in terms of the actual document, we'll go into it. Description of works, shall we? Installation of demountable safety netting system to the corner of the Bromley and Govan stands between home and away support for high-risk fixtures. Just, you know, the address, Ibrox Stadium, 150 Edmondson Drive, etc. Postcode, application reference number, no one really cares, right? But the valid date that this was put into motion was the 19th of August 2024. So, yeah, decision date, not available. Status, pending consideration. And then received date is the 19th of August 2024 as well. Decision not available. There are 0 cases associated with application. So, that is a screenshot of the entry on the Glasgow City Council system. It's still 4 months until Celtic fans would originally have been expected to return to government under the agreement brokered by the SPFL. But of course, it was set to continue. And the first game where it was set to continue is the game at Parkhead on the 1st of September. That's because the Hoops claim that Gers weren't able to offer a guarantee our supporters could attend Ibrox in January. Right? But at the same time, I mean, Rangers didn't put this forward to the 19th of August. 4 days ago, that was, we look at the calendar, that was Monday. We knew about the whole Old Firm ticket issue here, I mean, weeks ago, wasn't it? It was weeks ago. It was definitely before Monday, because I made a shit ton of videos on it, then I was away on Tuesday, so it definitely was before Monday. So, you know, I'm not going to take the high horse here and say, well, we've put forward the safety net. At the end of the day, if Rangers failed to meet a deadline, did Celtic pull the plug too soon before, you know? But then you could argue, well, Celtic's pulled the plug. Maybe Rangers never intended to get the safety netting in. They've only done it afterwards to make themselves look good. You know, it's a lot of ifs, muts, maybes, exactlys, you know, whatever. Now, what they're trying to claim is that at that point, of course, Gers were still waiting on final shipments of steel, but the steel since then has now arrived. We're playing the match at Hampden still at least a theoretical possibility. It's not going to happen now. Ibrox looks like it will be ready by this time next month, I would reckon. So, again, it's not ideal, but, you know, Rangers us fans, we didn't even know what was going on at Ibrox. Has the Rangers board told Celtic, right, we're waiting on this final shipment? And once we get that, then we're going to apply to the Glasgow City Council and get the installation of safety nets. We can't do that until we know Ibrox will be ready, because, you know, there's the fear it could be at Hampden. If that's the case, it's a bit 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, isn't it? It's like, well, Celtic, you can see their point of view. You know, it's not their fault that Rangers' steelworks get delayed, but at the same time, should Celtic have just went, you know what, right, we'll see. But see, Celtic could have just agreed to this, right? And then if the steel didn't come, they could have just pulled the plug, but they pulled the plug too early. But This is just a mess, this whole ticket debate. I just wish we could put it to bed, tuck it in and never see it again. Like, an Egyptian in its tomb. Tuck him in, never to be seen again for thousands of years. But sadly, this ticket debate will probably rage on and continue on for months.